Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and 2-liter soda. Code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. Joined by Jason Shear, I am merely Mike Luke. All right, we've got a lot of comments already coming in, and yes, Joseph, we will have a mailbag, and we will be doing that on Fridays. Okay. Now, we've got a lot to get through this show because we're you know what's crazy, Sheer? I was thinking about this as I was driving on the highway today. I was like, how many times does a traditional football school / power like Arizona also have the #1 ranked basketball program in the country? It doesn't happen often.
I've been saying this. I trademarked it. If you're going to use it, please ask permission. Arizona is the sports capital of the world. The college athletics capital of the entire world.
The Mecca.
Like, you come here to win. The Mecca.
Yes. All right. So, yeah, we got a lot. I mean,
are we a football school? Are we a basketball school? Are we a Dave Hickey school? Like, there's so many different options.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, we got the great Jerry Reyes in here. Back the 1099 bundle. Yeah.
Somebody just yelled at me, triathlon school.
All right, yeah, and we'll talk about Bruce. Don't worry. Okay, now, but yeah, Bruce has got a problem, or there are a lot of people have a problem with Bruce right now. Bruce won Pasco. Okay, so anyways, let's get to some other stuff. But first, before we get to all of our stuff, because we are humble winners on this show, Sheer, ASU is down bad, man.
Wow, this is an ugly day for them.
This is a meltdown of epic proportions. First, Sam Leavitt is out, and ASU fans who 2 months ago were saying that he was their favorite player ever are now burning his effigy. Sure, that's very funny watching it.
Yeah, it's I don't know who's going to transfer from Arizona. Right. I don't want to freak everyone out. I literally could Genesis Smith transfer, sure, right? But
Michael, what we're seeing go to ASU, sure.
Yeah, what we're seeing today is their starting quarterback, one of their best linemen, and a guy that was going to challenge to be their, or not just challenge, be their best cornerback. Javon Robinson is in the portal as well.
And Javon Robinson's good.
What is it? And even Cartman, it's bad when Cartman goes, yeah, this one's bad. Because he posted that. Like, what is it? Seriously, like what do you think it is? Because Dilly, you like Dilly. I like Dilly. Dilly seems like a player's coach.
Right.
Is it pure money?
Well, I'm kind of curious about that one as well, because the thing with Javon Robinson, that's the one that really kind of surprised me. I mean, I think the handwriting's been on the wall with Leavitt for a while, but this one is very interesting. Now, here's the question, though. And Pehoff, the great Pehoff, puts it very well. Does Arizona go after Leavitt as a backup to Noah?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's, maybe some stability. He can rehab his injury. It's pretty clear that Arizona has a great strength and conditioning. I mean, look at ASU at the end of last season compared to Arizona.
Yes,
exactly. And health all over the field.
Now, I got to ask you this then. What about, I would take the Robinson kid, though, if he wants to come to a...
I would take Robinson. There's a few guys that entered the portal today around the country where I kind of looked at and go, yeah, I would definitely take him.
What about Toncora, the kid? He's...
No, because I don't think he's better than anything Arizona has.
All right, fair enough.
The big one for me was there's a offensive lineman, and again, I have no inside knowledge. I'm not telling people blah, blah, blah. Gavin Brocious, do you remember that name?
No, but Benwin White was talking about the inside knowledge to the offensive lineman. That is true.
Yeah, Gavin Brocious was is on Michigan State, and he's from Phoenix, and he was one of their better offensive linemen, and he's a guard.
Right.
So, obviously, he would make a ton of sense for Arizona to go and try to add, and I'm sure ASU will as well. So he started 4 games at left guard. 2 seasons, he would make a ton of sense.
I got to give our pal Tony Gimino, who generally is a very unhappy person, generally doesn't know much, just goes around being miserable. Tony Gimino, I asked him, I said, do you think ASU's building something that can be, that can be like a powerhouse? And he said, no. And this was before the season. And Tony is not like me or Sheer. Tony is Tony's much.
I mean, besides us being much happier than
we're much
Jamino.
cooler, but Tony is actually like a buy the book gumshoe type or whatever. But I don't know if that makes any sense. But
None whatsoever.
he said, listen, man, he says, I've been doing this, or he said, off and on for 45 years. Arizona State, Arizona have never strung anything together. There's always been times when it looks like they have, whether the team's back, whether you have a young coach, whatever the case may be, it doesn't happen. He said, if it happens, great, but I'll tell you what, it would be the first time in my lifetime. He said, you generally don't bank on things like that.
Well, just and it's the same thing with their like you mentioned, like Arizona too. Like that's why I always say, like, appreciate the hell out of this year. Because God knows what's going to happen to Arizona within the next 2-3 years. Like there's going to it's just in college football in general, outside of like Georgia and Alabama, whatever, it's very cyclical, right?
Right.
Like it's not just Arizona and ASU. It's like TCU goes to the national title game, and then a few years later, they're struggling to make a bowl, right? Like it's just that's college football. And so, like ASU isn't all of a sudden going to become the powerhouse in college football. Not going to happen.
And again, I thought it was just because I will say this. I thought, they're returning all the players. I'm like, okay, that's an interesting, it's an interesting remark. And then, but he's like, I've never seen it. We'll see. So who knows? Okay. Now,
let's talk harder now. I mean, Jamino was back there when they were wearing leather helmets and stuff.
No, cardboard helmets.
Players. Yeah.
Dude,
now they're playing,
yeah. All right. Now, everybody that's going to San Diego, I am going to San Diego. I booked my reservation last night. Sure, are you going to San Diego? You are. This is true.
Of course I am.
Ben White is going to San Diego as well. Maybe we do the win a date with Ben White while he's in San Diego. We will see. But yes, we're going. It's going to be a lot of fun. Back the A, baby. Back the A. Okay, now. All right, let's get to a little bit of Arizona football. We got a lot of Arizona basketball as well. But Arizona football is playing SMU in the Holiday Bowl. Now, I will say this, Sheer. I run a tight ship with where I travel. I was not going to go to El Paso. El Paso does absolutely nothing for me. I
would have taken you to Juarez. We would have gone to
it would have been awesome. I'll let Paul Sakala have all the fun that he wants over there.
We would have hung out with Paul Sakala.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not on my watch. But kayaking with Ben White. Yeah, who knows? But I will go to San Diego, though. I like San Diego a lot more. And this is a nice little game as well. Arizona and SMU. Kobe L. Thiel thinks that Arizona is going to get demolished by SMU. I don't necessarily feel that, but this is a nice matchup, though.
I love San Diego. I mean, I'm in San Diego all the time. I'm already going there in February. We're going to be there. I'd assume if Arizona basketball continues to have success, we're going to be there in March too. That's the first round. Yeah, it's just fun. Like in the Holiday Bowl, I think what makes it fun is like, had we gone to El Paso, I wouldn't have gone for as long as I'm going to San Diego, but I think that there is a legit chance that there's going to be a very solid contingent Arizona, because there's a lot of Arizona fans in that area. Arizona fans are more likely to go to San Diego for the holidays or whatever, New Year's, than they would be El Paso. It's against a solid opponent. I legitimately think SMU is a very solid opponent. The Snapdragon Stadium's okay, but it's a fun environment. You've told me you're going to swim with an orca, I heard.
Yeah, no, an orca and a sea cow as well. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I'm going to be doing.
Is there any way we could get like a video? Can you take Ted Eduardo and we could bring him to SeaWorld or the zoo?
Nah, I can't take Ted Eduardo. He wouldn't be able to see anything anyways. Ted Eduardo has terrible senses.
The thing like Ted Eduardo with like the dolphins or something, that'd be awesome.
But Ted Eduardo wouldn't know. Ted Eduardo literally can have like one time Sheer and Shelby and the kids pulled up in an alley behind my house, and I was walking Ted Eduardo and I picked him up, and he had absolutely no clue.
He had no idea that we were in a car or anything.
It was just like he was just there. It was like, all right, yeah.
Didn't I say to you like, oh, this is the first time I've seen him up close? You really can't see it.
Yeah, no, he can't. I don't know why. I mean, he's not blind, but he's got these massive eyeballs, and somehow he can't see. I don't.
Yeah, Harry Lex asked a good question. I've sent an email. As of now, Shelby is not banned from the stadium. Mm-hmm. I think they probably made the correct restorations, because remember last time she was there, she bashed the bathroom stall in.
Yeah,
and was just raging.
Yeah, raging. Maybe. Oh, was she with Rage?
Is Rage going to the bowl game?
I don't know.
If he is, Shelby's not.
Yeah. Shelby better stay home. Okay. Yeah. We got to keep Shelby away from rage. Back the rage, but from a distance. Yes. Okay. What would if Arizona were to win this game? 10 wins just means a ton. The difference between 9 and 10 is just, I mean, obviously they're not the same number, but at the same time, 9 and 10 is a big difference. I mean, if you could have 2 10-win seasons in 3 years, that's something that's very, very impressive.
What is it? It would be like only the 8th ever in program history, something like that, right?
Yeah, and it's never been done 2 out of 3 years.
Crazy. And again, like I've said this, you can not think Brent Brennan is the guy long term and whatever. That's a whole different discussion. Arizona winning 10 games this year is pretty damn remarkable.
Dude, it's stunning. What is the line out for that game yet?
Yeah, I'm surprised, and I wonder if guys are opting out. And I know postseason is different, but like on Sager and SMU is like a 3-point favorite.
I'm back in Vegas.
The A. In Vegas, Arizona's a 1.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm back in the A on that.
I don't know. They have a couple NFL-ish type of guys, so I do wonder if they have some opt-outs.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, but if you're also going off to the MNFL, the last thing you want to do is be playing Arizona as your last.
You know what I found out too? You're gonna like this because you're very lazy. You sleep in and all that. The coach's
every morning. Screw you.
The coach's press conference is in our hotel.
Really? I'll actually go to it then.
Yeah, you just got to go downstairs. How cool is that?
I'm going to ask Coach about girth. Now that we've got Auburn coach.
You should ask Brett Lashley about girth too. Get a girth quote from both coaches.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Brett, when you look at the girth of your team, what do you like about it?
Yeah, Coach. This is a Coach. Stephen Pearl said that Arizona had too much girth against Auburn. What would you say to that on the basketball or on the football field? Do you agree with this? Yes. So that will, like I said, that's going to be fun. All right. Now, so we will be getting into the matchups that go with that as well. Do we expect everybody to be suiting up for the Cats?
I don't know. I think it's too early for that, honestly.
I
mean, my gut tells me that Stukes and Dalton Johnson worked too hard to get to this point, but at the same time, they're guys that are kind of fringe draftable. So do they? I think they play, but if they didn't want to, could we blame them? Like,
no, but I think it makes more sense. I think it makes more sense to play in that. It's your going away party. People are going to be watching.
So Joseph, I swear to God, I have no idea. I don't think Arizona knows. And I'll say this: the reason like you're seeing ASU players transfer and other teams players transfer is because teams are having exit meetings. Arizona hasn't started theirs yet, so it wouldn't surprise me too if because you have to have them before the bowl. So in the next week or so, they're going to have those exit meetings, and I think you'll see players enter the portal. I would have said a month ago Genesis would have opted out. Now I think he kind of has to play, right?
Yeah, because he's not on a lot of top 100 draft charts anymore.
Like I think he has to play now. So I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, Joseph's bringing a lot of gloves in this the conversation today. I don't really get it, but yeah, Joseph's I don't know. And his sister are Marcus. I don't know what's going on with those two. I think they're fighting right now. They were fighting on Twitter last night.
Were they over what?
Yeah, I don't know. I think who gets mom's bed, the one side of the bed, or I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, so we are going to go. We'll get back into some football, but we need to talk basketball right now. We need to talk about what we have because we have the best team in the country on our hands. But first, let's get a couple reads in here. Back to reads. I have like a button chin. Somebody told me that today. It's like a John Travolta chin.
A butt chin? What did you say?
A button chin.
Oh, I thought you said butt chin.
No. Somebody told me it's a John Travolta chin. I said, I do not take that.
Cute chin. You have a really cute chin.
I said, I do not take that as a compliment. Okay, now, all right, but Paul, we have a watch party today, or not today, on Saturday, the watch party, Arizona, Alabama. Listen, talk about back in the A, baby. You got 2 different A's you can back right here. Ben One White. Now, here's the deal. AZ12 watch party, Saturday, December 13th, 7:30 p.m. the game. What time does the game tip off? It's 7:30 or 8?
Basketball?
Yeah.
I think 8. Definitely not 7.
It's 7:30.
It's 7:30. It's 7:30.
All right. Well, it says 7:30 then. Yeah, be there at 7:30. The great Dennis Walsh is going to be there. Hopefully the Mississippi Gladiators shows up. The sisters.
I may or may not be there. I haven't decided. Only because it's far.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Now, a lot of people are going to be there. It's a lot of fun. Tucson's contemporary Mexican food. CopalTucson.com. Check it out. Tucson's tastiest margaritas. Yummy, yummy in the tummy. All right. The Tucson Family Food Project. Now, here's a great deal. Currently, 255 meal kits per week. 2026 goal is 1,000 meal kits per week. And again, it is very, very good stuff. This fajita right here, we can make more of these fajitas. Get in there. Direct aid plus life skills development, cooking, nutrition. You name it. And again, help out there, cumulative up to $10,000. Joseph, take your refereeing wages from Saturday sometime and give it to this, and Cheryl will match it. Go ahead and do it. The Tucson Family Food Project. Okay, now.
That's good money, too.
Yeah, it is. 88 crime, baby. Another thing. Now, if you see somebody that's going around doing a bunch of stuff they shouldn't be doing, you see somebody and you're like, man, they're, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're interfacing with people they shouldn't on campus or something, but you don't want to actually call the police and get your hands dirty. 88 Crime says, come to us. We'll do it. 882-7463. It's anonymous. Pima County Attorney's Office, 88crime.org. Okay. All right, Sheer. Arizona basketball has the #1 ranked team in the entire country now. Now, there's some people that are fighting this. We will get to them. But first, this is well-deserved. Arizona is the best team in the country, or it should Arizona should be the #1 ranked team in the country.
Yeah. Look, I get the argument for Michigan. I think Michigan played great. Arizona has beaten 4 teams that were ranked at the time that Arizona played them. Michigan's beaten 2.
Mm-hmm.
At Duke, I think Duke. I mean, look, college basketball is really good this year.
Right.
I mean, I'm not like crying over Iowa State, Arizona, Duke, Michigan conversation. I get it. Throw Michigan State and UConn in there too. I get it. There's a lot of good teams in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Arizona deserves to be #1.
Arizona does deserve to be #1, especially after that butt kicking against Auburn. I mean, that was awesome. Now, let me ask you this. If Arizona doesn't, and again, it's a knock on wood thing, but if Arizona beats Alabama, I don't know when they're going to be losing.
Well, now because you said that, it would be the next game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess blame it on me.
I don't know why you just said that because that's the Mike curse.
Yeah.
Let's look at. All right, let's go through it. Abilene Christian, I think they win that one.
Yes.
San Diego State, I think they win that one.
Mm-hmm.
Bethune-Cookman, I like it. I think that I know the AD there.
Was that a person, Bethune-Cookman or Cookman? Was that like an actual? Was her name Bethune?
Who is Bethune-Cookman?
That's a tough name, Bethune.
Bethune-Cookman refers to Mary McLeod Bethune, which is a civil rights. Right. Yeah, you should have known that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I like it. South Dakota State.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so that's 5 more wins if you include Bama. At Utah to open up the Big 12. Utah's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Home against Kansas State. At TCU, that's got some intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
Home against ASU.
No, yeah.
At UCF. Home against Cincinnati. Home against West Virginia. And in my money, their first loss, if they beat Bama, at BYU on January 26th.
Oh, that's for Joseph. Take that. That's just.
You know what's funny though? So after I'm going through their whole schedule. Who cares? Then they got at ASU, which they'll win. Home against Oklahoma State, which they win. And then listen to this sequence. It's
crazy.
Dumb. This is so stupid. At Kansas, back to Tucson for Texas Tech, then BYU, at Houston, at Baylor, back to Tucson for Kansas and Iowa State. What?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. But the great thing about that, though, is with the Arizona and the way that Arizona's handled everything out of conference, it's really turned out to be awesome. It's turned out to be that
Arizona in that 7-game stretch of Kansas Tech, BYU, Houston, Baylor, Kansas, Iowa State. Right, that's 7. Right?
Go 4-3.
If they go 4-3, they're a 1-seed done deal.
Done deal. Mm-hmm. I agree. Done deal. And I still think,
and I don't want to hear any people being like, we lost 3. No, don't want to hear it.
Nope. If you go 4-3 in that, especially with your out of conference, boom, it's a done deal, like you said.
We're going to San Diego, and for the second time in 4 months, Mike is swimming with what did you say, a sea lion?
Yeah, like a sea cow. Isn't that like an animal?
What's a sea cow?
Yeah, I think it's something. A sea cow?
A sea cow is a manatee.
Oh,
yeah,
are those
sea
still
cow.
around?
Are they actually like in the beach? Can you go up and like pet a sea cow?
In Florida,
I'm
they are.
I'm pretty sure they're endangered because they're dumb and they like to
They are
they
very
run
stupid.
into the propeller blades.
Dude, they're the Teduardo of the sea.
Yeah, so they have no senses whatsoever, yet they
No.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, my sister used to donate to save the manatees. That
Everyone
money,
used to donate to
that
manatees.
money
It was cool as
totally went
hell.
to some. That money totally went to some CEO.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
All right. We got to talk
like-
about Bruce. We got to talk about Bruce. We got to talk about Bruce.
You're going to
All right.
defend Bruce to the people, aren't you?
No. Okay. I can't on this. I've had a number of people, Sheer and a couple other people.
I called you yelling at you, and I
Yeah.
said, "Fix this now." I literally called Mike. Shelby was in the car, and I started yelling, "Fix this right now."
Yes. So what happened is Sheer calls me saying, "Have you seen Bruce's poll?" I have never seen Bruce's poll, and I don't want to ever. But when I find out that it is that he has Arizona at 2 as opposed to 1, Bruce, we love you. You have to have Arizona at 1. Plus, the rest of his thing is kind of garbage too. Doesn't he have like Vanderbilt at like 3?
Honestly, that's the one that bothers me more than anything.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's pull up Bruce's poll. I haven't seen it, but pull up Bruce's poll. You've seen it. Let's talk about what.
Of course, I see it all the time. I got some news for you, some ASU news while I post it.
What else? What other ASU news?
I hope he's not mad at me, but I don't really care if he is. Chris Cartman is reporting that a couple starters could be declaring for the NFL draft as well.
The what draft?
The MNFL draft by surprise. Keith Abney is going to likely declare for the draft. Who's good? Are you ready for this one? This one caught me off guard. What starting player that's really good that you told me was really good?
Is he which side of the ball?
Offense.
Jordan Tyson.
Well, no, he's declaring.
Raleek Brown.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, man.
Running back. The argument, honestly, to be fair or not fair, whatever, I don't really care for fair. Running back, the lifespan of a running back. If you think
unless
you're going to get
paid like $2 million in college to stay, you need to go. Agree.
Yeah, you need to go. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so that's great.
All right, I got it. I got Bruce Pascal's poll.
All right, here's Bruce's poll right here.
I have a picture. Let me tell you, it is a very intimidating poll.
Yeah. All right. So you got Arizona,
Michigan 1. Want me to give you the whole top 25?
Bruce has seen none of these teams ever.
I will say this. He told me one time he puts in like 2 hours of work to each week's poll. He told me he works his poll really hard every Sunday night. All right.
Interesting. So it's a weekly thing then. Okay. Fair enough.
Michigan is 1. That's fine. Okay. Honestly, I don't.
It should be Arizona.
It should be Arizona. Yeah. Right.
The only thing I don't want to hear, though, is this, that Michigan just destroys every team. No, they don't. But go ahead.
Yeah, because then we're ignoring Wake Forest. Or what was it? TCU?
TCU, yeah. I mean, I guess if those don't count.
Duke was number 3.
Okay.
By the way, Arizona was only number 1 by 20 points.
I can't stop looking at my chin now.
Arizona was only number 1 by 20 points, Mike. It was close. You do look like you have a mark on your chin. I think that's what it is. Your chin's very red.
It's chocolate. I had chocolate earlier.
Is it drumsticks?
Oh yeah, I had a drumstick actually like 30 minutes ago.
That's what it could be.
Well, either way, yeah, it's a chin stick.
This top 4 is whatever. Michigan, Arizona, Duke, Iowa State. Then he has Vanderbilt at 5. To put that into perspective, he is the highest person to rank Vanderbilt, and they're actually 15th in the poll.
Yeah.
And then it's fine. Honestly, it gets fine.
Right? Nah, you got a couple other ones were silly.
No. It gets fine. And then it just goes to hell at around 17.
Okay, what do we got?
Virginia at 17, which is the highest in the nation.
Right.
They're actually 24th. They're actually not even ranked by 19 people. He has LSU at 18. He's the highest in the nation. They are 35th in the country and not ranked by 57 voters. Then he has Iowa at 19, which is, again, the highest in the country. They are also not ranked. Then he has USC at 23. They are not ranked. And then he has Kansas at 24. They're ranked 19th. Ranking LSU in Iowa is LSU is insane, Mike.
And here's what
LSU is 40th in the country. Hold on, it gets better. Sunday night, Mike. Last night they played Texas Tech. They lost 82-58.
I knew you were going there. That's why I started laughing.
Their best win of the year is a 9-point win on a neutral court against Drake.
I don't know what else to say. I love Bruce. I feel that I can. If anybody can criticize Bruce, it's me because of he's my Bruce. But at the same time, Bruce doesn't watch any of these teams. Bruce doesn't
ranking LSU is just
how much besides. Let me ask you this: besides Arizona and Northwestern, how much college basketball has Bruce watched?
Bruce is very weird because I could see him having it in like the background when he works.
Yeah, but he's not watching it though. It's just it's like elevator music.
Yeah, right. Like, I watch a ton of basketball. I would be shocked if Bruce has seen Vanderbilt play. I just don't know when he would do it.
Have we ever seen Bruce actually? One last thing. We don't want to beat up Bruce too much because I like Bruce. But let me ask you this: Has Bruce ever a game that Bruce has been at? Has Bruce actually ever watched the game, not on the computer, actually watched the game that's right in front of him?
No, I've never seen I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, so it is what it is. Okay, but it's big. It's really cool though that Arizona's number one. Now I want to talk about Ivonne for a second, and I think somebody put this on the board, and I decided that I would steal that point. Is Ivonne in a weird way, and I guess we got to credit Murph a ton with it too, but is this their sneaky best recruit ever and that nobody knew what to expect and the dude's literally a stud?
Yeah. I didn't know what to expect from Ivonne. I definitely didn't expect this. He is, it's not just that he's good. Like I thought he could be good because I trust the recruiting and stuff, but he is like an immediate impact guy. Yep. Like that is not,
and he plays like he's 34.
Yeah, like his footwork is advanced. Like the thing that's impressive about him is his defense is already advanced, and clearly, like there's levels of European basketball, right? Mm-hmm. And you have a guy like Omar Thielemans. Remember him?
Oh, maybe one of the worst players we've ever had here.
Philly B's another one. And I know you love Philly B.
Don't put Philly B in the same conversation as
No. Thielman's like real bad. The Philly B is like a middle one where they didn't play anyone overseas.
By the way, he's averaging 8, 6, and 4 this year. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, and then you have Ivonne, who's on the same team as Shabazz Napier, playing against grown men in the top level of European basketball as an 18-year-old. Right. So that stuff is more likely to carry over than Philly B playing against guys like me and you. You know what I mean?
Right. I can literally tell, and I've always told people this. In Zona Germany, I know you'll agree with me on this. I love you, Zona Germany. I'm 100% German, so I can say this. I can tell the league they're in by the type of camera work that is involved in the game. If it's all, no, I can. If there's,
I know what you're saying.
If there's smoke in the arena, it's like, like you see like a pigeon wandering around in the corner, they're not playing really good teams. If it's a professional environment, they're playing good teams. But I'm telling you, you can always just tell if it's that Zapruder film stuff, you don't want those guys. They're not, Ivonne was not doing that. So again, we got to give Ivonne a lot of credit there. Now I will say this though, the way that he has been able to see, he just kind of does everything. He's he's not great shooter, but he's more than good enough. And he can finish. He's a really good passer, and defensively he's fantastic.
He's very serviceable as a shooter.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Pella.
Right.
Like does a little bit of everything.
He's a bigger Pella.
I assume he'll stay another year and
before he heads off to the NBA.
Is he an MNBA player?
I don't think he's a starter or anything, but I think he's an MNBA guy. It'll be interesting. I think Dwayne's got way more MNBA upside, who we're going to get to in just a second. But I don't see any reason why he can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he won't be an all-star, but there's a role for guys like him.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right, let's get a couple reads in here, baby. And then we're going to get back to it. We got to talk about some more stuff.
Before we get into the reads, we have one thing we need to talk about here.
All right, we got the 1 year.
doing.
Yeah, we got the 1 year anniversary. Send in your favorite clips. Best of Mike, best of Sheer, best ad read. Production, AZ12 at gmail.com or exit Cody James Martin. Get in there. If you got something that you like, check it out. And we will not post the AI photo or the video of Andre Veras. That is not going to happen. So if you send that, that's going right into the dumpster.
The more clips we get, the better that show will be. So help us out the best way you can.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, very much appreciate it. Okay, now what do we got? All right, Foster Plumbing. Back the pipe, baby. Back the pipe. All right, residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured, sewer line coating, point repairs, water heaters, you name it. Now, that front pipe there, that wasn't working, looks like for a little while. They got it fixed. And again, Foster Plumbing can do exactly that. And again, the great thing about it, too, is, and Sheer, let me ask you this. You said you clogged your toilet last week, right?
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a terrible situation. So what did they do?
Lives were lost.
Yeah. Foster Plumbing is going to take care of things like that, but you shouldn't actually have to call Foster Plumbing to do that. You can probably do it yourself, but they also helped out your grandfather or something, right? Sheer, or like your grandfather-in-law or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, either way. Yeah. Foster Plumbing, though. They do a lot of good stuff. And again, all hours, 24/7 service, 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Okay, now, RJ's Frozen Cactus, Red Hot Beer, our Red Hot Sports and Ice Cold Beer. Home of the AZ12 watch parties. We're going to try to have one at some point. 100 craft beers plus $2 deals. Pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. If you see somebody that's parking a jet in there, you know that Dennis Walsh is in there, or maybe Harry Lex. Who knows? But RJ's Frozen Cactus, go in there and start yourself. A lot of really good food and great drinks and TVs everywhere. Check it out. Boom. All right. Sheer, the mystery of this woman persists, but we know the answer. Dennis Walsh called it from day one that this was not his sister. You and I fell for it. It's not Land's sister. It's just not, no matter what he tries to tell us.
It's not, and I refuse to believe it is.
Yeah, but this is home of the championship package, 1997.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who it is. He's clearly happy about receiving the championship package.
I mean, who isn't? I mean, get in line. Okay, I received the championship package. No Ben won for 1997, and again, it was so good that I literally fell asleep. Daily urgent care, Monday through Friday. We love Land. Land, the freaking man with the master plan. Get in there. Eris Dentals, TucsonTeeth.com. And again, that championship package. Get it now before it goes up to 2026. Okay, now, all right. Let's talk about a little bit about now the rest of this team. The other guy we got to talk about here. And oh, by the way, there was somebody in there that said I said something funny. I need to find this. Hold on. Cody, find it. I think it was like hold on. There was something. Somebody gave me a compliment here. Oh, yeah. Okay. James. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll take it. Okay. James Calso, a pigeon in the corner. Hilarious and true. I lived in Veracruz, Mexico, and used to go to Mexican Pro League games, likely to see anything. I'm telling you, man, it's a whole other world in some of these gyms. So, like flares and, like hand grenades and all that stuff. So, it is what it is. Dwayne Aristode. We were sold one fake bill of goods about Dwayne, but I think the other is Dwayne is not a shooting guard. Dwayne will never be a shooting guard. But I'm going to say this. You're starting to see why Dwayne was rated as a top 10 to 15 player before he got hurt. You're starting to see that.
Yeah, I know he had that 16-point game against NAU, but I thought Saturday was his best game of the year.
By a mile.
Yeah, I thought he was aggressive. I thought he looked confident. He looked like he fit in the offense and all that. The biggest thing that I look for is how comfortable does he look, right? Like generally, like you could see some freshmen will get into a game and they look like they want no part of the environment or anything. Dwayne looked comfortable. he's going to be fine. Just like I continue to think Burries is going to be fine. I really think both of them are.
And what I like too to see about Dwayne, I like the spin and one that he had. That is that's nice. And the cool thing about Dwayne and Ben One was talking about this is that the cool thing with Dwayne and Ivonne is they have similar physical dimensions in their physicality, how they go about doing things. And you watch him and it's like, all right, this guy's good. Now I think both these guys are 2-year players, but I'm going to tell you this. They're going to be problems next year. And so everybody always asks about, what about next year, the recruiting class? If you've got Dwayne and Ivonne back, I don't care how it happens. Those are going to be 2 guys playing 30 minutes per game, Skier.
Yeah, they are. I mean, again, assuming everyone's back and all that, those are going to be 2 of the anchors of your team.
Jesse Bridges, Omari and Hampton. Should I start Omari and Hampton or Kimani Vidal tonight with my fantasy
Hampton definitely playing?
He's Hampton, but yeah, I was going to say, assuming he's playing.
Hampton's definitely playing, you start him.
Yeah. Come on, Jesse Bridges.
Mike, I don't know if I'm going to win the title, but I am dominating the Andre Veras Fantasy Football League.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
is Ben One in that? Is Ben One in there the fantasy? Because he's talking about his fantasy quarterbacks all off.
Yeah. He said he texted. I asked him, and he said I have a lot of fantasies I'm working on right now.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay, Steve Hernandez, $2 super snap. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Very much appreciate Steve Hernandez. You are the man. Okay, now Braden Burries. All right. We got Dennis Walsh in here. We got Big 12 Bobby. Let's hand out some gloves right now. Mo Krievis. He's still getting pooed on. If you don't understand that Mo is good at this point, then I don't know what. Listen, is he great? Whatever. No, he's not great. But Mo is good. And you know what I liked in that Auburn game? They went to Mo early and often. They knew that was an advantage, and they stuck to it. Boom. Check it out.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, overall, like Mo is. Fry, your boy Fry made this point, and I'm going to go hot. It was
Snapchatted me. Let's see. What do you think Ben One White has to say? Oh,
your boy Fry made this point. I think Mo Krievis has been the best pure defender in the Big 12 so far this year. I think what he does for Arizona defensively, you saw it in the beginning of the game against Auburn. You saw it in the beginning of the second half. What he does defensively just changes everything for Arizona. He is elite defensively.
Yes. No, he is. There's no way to really look around it now at that point. Now, let me ask you this. Well, I disagree with Big 12 Bobby. He keeps saying that he can't rebound. I mean, he had one against UConn. Didn't he have 12 against UCLA?
He rebounds fine.
Yeah, I don't really get
Arizona's also just a really, he's not going to get 15 boards because Arizona's just also a really good rebounding team.
Yes. Now, Dennis Walsh. Yes, Henry Vasar is better than Mo Krievis. He's better. But that doesn't mean that Mo Krievis isn't really good for what Arizona wants to do. I don't know why we can't have both.
Yeah.
Henry's better. That's fine. But guess what? It's like we keep talking about. Would you rather have Mo and Koa or just Henry? And I think everybody would take that Mo and Koa. Moa.
I'm tired of honestly, I'm not dissing you. I'm tired of this conversation.
No, I think it's up every show.
Because it's like, what are we what are we doing?
He's not here.
Like, huh?
He's not here. It's like, you know what?
He's not here. Like, it's not like, why are we still like, he's not here.
Right. It's kind of like, you know what's weird about this conversation is how come nobody says who's better, KJ Lewis or Ivonne? KJ Lewis is better than Ivonne right now.
Yeah.
Aren't we cool with Ivan though, or Ivonne?
Yeah. It's just I don't know, and it gets annoying with all this stuff. And I'm not picking on anyone specifically. It's just like,
right,
enough is enough.
Do you want to take the L on KJ Lewis?
No.
The lead in the nation.
I'd like to see them play someone first.
Didn't they just play somebody? Didn't they just play North Carolina?
Yeah. Did they win?
Didn't he have like 17-7-7 or something like that?
I don't know. They're 93rd in KenPom. They're 6-3.
What's he averaging on the season?
He's taken more shots than he's ever taken.
What's he averaging on the season? Go ahead.
He's a good rebounder.
What's he averaging? Do you have the stats pulled up or no?
I'll do it right now.
Okay.
He's averaging 16 and 6.
Okay. And I think he's leading the nation in steals, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
I think you are mistaken.
I don't think I am mistaken. But either way, I don't get.
No, I'm going to look it up right now, and I will apologize if I am wrong.
Go ahead.
I am not wrong at all.
What is it?
Average steals per game.
Mm-hmm.
KJ Lewis is 18th in the country.
Close enough. 18-1.
You know who's still in college right now?
Who?
Who's on Vanderbilt? I found this out the other day.
Who?
Frankie Collins is on Vanderbilt.
Interesting.
Yeah, he averages like 15 minutes a game.
Yeah, no, I never got that.
KJ was good against UNC.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only above average. That might be the only tournament team they've played all year.
Didn't they play Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson sucks this year, dude.
I don't know. All right. Either way, I think KJ is probably pretty good. Okay. So anyways, let's get back to Arizona, though. Braden L. Burries, my friend. This was Braden's best game as a Wildcat. Now, the shot still isn't there, obviously. The shot isn't there, but he was attacking the basket. He was getting dunks. He was getting good. It was good vibes. This was Braden's best game, Skier.
Yeah. I thought it was easily. You know, the thing about Braden is the one thing that I thought was interesting is Tommy said their biggest challenge is getting him to play with pace, and getting him to be comfortable in transition onto that, implying that they're high school and AU. It's different. You got to be comfortable playing in transition with Arizona and not slowing it down and all that. But the play that really stuck out to me is when he got the ball and he broke the entire press by himself.
That was awesome.
That was an elite play. Like, that was an absolutely confident, fantastic play. I've said this before. Maybe I'm biased. I'm not biased. I'm very neutral. I'm not worried about Braden Burries at all. I'm really not. He works too hard, and he's too good of a kid to fail. His attitude is too good. He works too hard. He's a good teammate. Guys like that generally
are like a nice kid. Some people look like nice.
He is a nice kid. Yeah.
He looks like a nice person. By the way, Joseph was telling me that he would rather have Elijah Arenas this season than Braden Burries. And I still don't know that Joseph knows that Elijah Arenas probably isn't going to play this season.
He claims they are.
Well, we'll see. That's another big L for Joseph. But yeah, listen, because if Burries becomes your third guy, that changes almost everything entirely. This is and again, this team also, though, let's talk about the girth here for a second. I mean, Stephen Pearl mentioned the girth on the post-game presser, but man, they just kind of beat you up front, and it's not something I necessarily see stopping. They're just bigger and more physical.
The only team that really physically, when you look at KenPom, the biggest teams in the country, right? And this is the whole roster, so it's not necessarily like if there's a bench player that's tall, kind of, you know what I mean? Right. North Carolina is the biggest team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
With they have it actually, KenPom is really cool for this, Mike. It gives you the average position, average height per position.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason that Carolina has a huge small forward because of the way they do their lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So they're big because they play Jaron Stevenson at the 3. He's 6'10". So they're big. Illinois is big. Duke is big, and then Arizona.
Yeah,
Michigan is big, but But lately they haven't been going with certain lineups.
What's funny? Everybody with Michigan, Michigan's obviously really, really good. I'm not saying that they're not. By the way, I'm getting an ASU fan that keeps saying it'll be all the better when you guys lose in the Elite Eight. Dude, if you don't even make the tournament, you don't get to talk. This is like UTEP talking crap to Alabama when they don't win a national championship. It's like, no.
I think there's a few teams in the country that match up well with Michigan. I'm not sure there's a team in the country that matches up better with Michigan than Arizona.
No, there's not.
Because I'm taking Jaden over Cadeau.
Mm-hmm.
I think Burries and Burnett are right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Yvonne and Roddy Gale are right there. I'm cool with Koa and Yaxel. I get Yaxel's awesome. I'll live with it. And Krivas on Mara or Morez Johnson, I'll live with that too.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'll take my chances.
And then Arizona's bench, I think, is better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Arizona's got a better bench, and I will 100% go with that. Let's talk Koa for a second. Koa's catching some strays on the ASU boards where Josh Cox is pretending he's not very good. Koa is really, really good. What I like about Koa, and we talked about this a little bit on the post game, and I could never quite put my finger on it, is that he is never out of control. have you ever seen, like, even with or without the ball, have you ever seen Koa where it's like, oh man, what the heck was he just doing there? Like, you don't see any of that.
Sorry, I was just laughing at something. I'll tell you what in a second. But no, Koa's always in control. The only game where I thought maybe he got flustered and out of control was that UCLA game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he started pushing.
That's fair.
Right. That one I think was the only one that, but the other ones I think he's been fine.
Yeah. I mean, and he's getting doubles. The only thing I will say, somebody made a pretty good point. He said, well, they're like, he's not rebounding the way I thought. Well, when you're not missing or you got Krivas and Awaka in there, there's not a ton of rebounds to be had, especially when you got Awaka in there.
Yeah, it's different. Arizona's more of a team rebounding. Like, it's not one guy where you look and then the guy has like 80 rebounds a game and you realize that they're still an awful rebounding team.
Right. So, I mean, I look at this, and so let's look ahead a little bit to Alabama, and we're going to talk about this more. But let's get a couple reads in here first.
Number one candidate for the Tennessee Volunteers defensive coordinator.
Who?
Ryan Walters, Washington defensive coordinator.
Good. Get him out of there. Yes. All right. Get him out of there. Yes.
Big Fred.
By the way, that's the most ASU thing ever. I like how he comes in here with a
I hate that.
But dude, here's the thing. This is sports. If you have to come in here with a homophobic slur or calling somebody fat, you already lost. You suck. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. And Cody, get that guy out of here. That remark sucks. Don't let things like that in here, please. Okay, now AZ12 Wildcats podcast. Send us your questions. Mailbag segment production at AZ12. We're gonna be doing this on. Fridays. Yeah, Cody, get rid of that loser's remarks, or I will, I guess.
All right. He's good. You got it.
I got it.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I don't get why people do that. It's just stupid. All right, let's get the other reads in here. Okay, what do we got? All right, Baggins, baby. Gourmet sandwiches, 12 Arizona locations, locally owned and operated. All food made in-house daily. Go in there and get the Dennis Walsh special. If I guess, well, maybe you don't. But either way, use join the VIP text club. Text Baggins. Dennis Walsh, where's my real time? We didn't have one the last 2 days. And so every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Hop in there. All food made in-house daily. AZ12 for 15% off. Dennis Walsh, get us that special or get us that real time in the next day or two. Also, his friend Kai is every time I go to the one on Grant, they always ask me about his buddy Kai. I've never met Kai before. So we need a real time of you and Kai. Okay, now what else we got? Talk to me. All right, Comfort X HVAC, baby. All right, $50 furnace tune-ups, 10% off any service when you mention AZ12. Call 520-222-7012 or book online at comfortxhvac.com. Service and maintenance, emergency repairs, installations, replacements, you name it. Again, Cody James Martin, they helped you out, correct?
Yeah, they did. I'm going to have to call them here pretty soon to get my furnace tune-up.
We asked Brogan if that front pipe's ever been stuck in the furnace, and he said, don't refer to Jessica's furnace. And I was like, wow, sorry about that. So either way, $50 furnace tune-ups, Comfort X HVAC. Boom. All right, Jesse's Tattoo Shop. All right, now Jesse, one of the coolest people I've ever come across. Jesse benches over 600 pounds. He is very strong, but he's also a really, really cool dude. That's the great thing about him, and he does great work. You go to that shop, and it's booked. There's a lot of people in there, a lot of people that work in there, and it's because they do a lot of great work. You got fine line, American traditional, realism, plus color. And again, any kind of styles, they can do it. Plus, they got flash sales where you come in, you get something simple for $40. You got a little bit of an itch, and you're like, all right, I want to go in there. And again, it's just good vibes in there all the way around. It's clean. There's not like lizards in the windowsill or anything like that. Everybody in there and they do great work. There's a reason that it's so big. There's a reason that it's thriving. Jesse is the man. Wear a tattoo that speaks to your story. All right, Cody, clip that for me if you would after the show. Okay, now, all right, now back to where we're. Arizona, Alabama. Listen, I'm never probably going to pick against Arizona. The closer we get to this game, and I told you on the phone last night, I think I'm going to pick Arizona in this game. Alabama in their last game shot 57 threes. That works if they go in. The problem, though, I don't think they have an answer for Arizona's girth up front.
I mean, it's a weird matchup because we remember what happened. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
When they shot 9 of 41 or 5 of 41?
It was 2 years ago. They lost by 13, right? They got killed on the glass that game. I just brought the box score. They lost the glass 38-48, right? Arizona had 17 offensive rebounds. The difference in the game was Arizona went to the line 37 times and shot 48 twos. Alabama shot 25 twos. Arizona made the same amount of twos as Alabama shot because Alabama went 8 for 40 from 3.
Now, let me ask you this. Is this a game where Fry Rice is going to be a little uncomfortable, though?
So I think Alabama is going to shoot 53s.
Yeah, I do too.
Because they're not going to be able to score inside. Now, what's crazy about Bama, Mike, is they're the 9th best team in the country at scoring inside. They shoot 62% from within the arc. Their defense, they don't force turnovers at all. They're 325th in the nation in turnover percentage, and they're last in the country at non-steal turnovers, which is just teams like throwing it out of bounds and stuff.
What I have to give Arizona a lot of credit though on is in the past, it's been very, very annoying for me. It was one of Tommy's few flaws that we just don't defend threes and then we basically hope the teams miss wide open threes. They've actually defended the 3 this year, Sheer. It's been nice.
I'm very curious what Arizona does with their drop coverage. Because you can't play drop coverage against Alabama. Now, at the same time, there might be a part of Tommy, which is like, okay, we're going to dominate the glass. And if you're going to shoot 16 of 47 from 3, cool. We're going to dominate the glass and we're going to dominate you inside, and so be it.
What Ben 1 was saying. Let me ask you this. The other thing as well is that with Arizona, and I don't. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I'm going with Arizona in this one.
Alabama's they're a weird team. They lost to Purdue by 7. Nothing wrong with that. They lost to Gonzaga by 10. Nothing wrong with that. They beat St. John's. They scored 103 points. They beat Illinois. They're going to shoot a ton of threes. They've got a lot of talent. Your boy Feline at point is awesome. Aiden Holloway has been awesome, but their front court is. Like Aiden Sherrill is a good shot blocker. He's not a scorer at all. Right. Taylor Bull Bowen he's good inside, but they shoot threes. It's a weird matchup. It really is.
Is Holloway playing? Do we know?
I thought isn't Holloway? I don't know. Isn't he playing? Did I miss something about him being hurt?
I don't know. He was questionable. He's been questionable.
Oh, he hasn't played he played against Maryland. I know Wright Cell's back.
Right.
I don't know if he's I don't know.
That's fine.
Let me look.
I like how Joseph literally just doesn't understand that we've been talking about how the 3-point defense is so much better. It's like, hey, dude, like catch up here, man. All right. Well, you're looking that up. Let me ask you this.
Yes. Aiden Holloway won't play today versus UTSA, but sounds like he'll be back to return against Arizona.
All right, who's the Lithuanian recruit on campus? Who is the guy? I know who he is.
So he's not on campus anymore. He was on campus around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
He is Davidis Buika.
Man, that's cold soup if I've ever heard.
So he actually comes from the same program as Azulis. He comes from Zalgiris. So the reason it's between Arizona and Illinois is because both Arizona and Illinois, like Kasparis came from Zalgiris, and then Azulis came from. So that's why it's those two schools. He's good. He's not elite or anything like that. He's 6'5". He's a 2-3 combo type of guy. It's Arizona and Illinois. I think Arizona's in pretty good shape for him. I also think Arizona has some decisions to make though. Because you already have Cam Holmes. Right, you have to figure out if Yvonne and Aristod are coming back, and then Caleb Holt. So I think they have to make sure Caleb Holt doesn't care if this kid commits to Arizona.
Well, I'm going to be honest. If Caleb Holt is worried about this kid, then I
don't think he's worried about this kid. Maybe he's worried about the raw. I think Arizona just has some decisions to make. I'm not sure 100% positive he's a take. If he's a take, I think Arizona gets him. I really do.
Do you think we should move the show to 2? We have 285 lives right now. This is awesome. Yeah, very much appreciate it. Yeah. Guys, maybe we'll put a vote out there if we should move it to 2. Yeah, because it's fine with me. All right, now, I do have one complaint, and it didn't really rear its head per se. But why can't Arizona under Tommy Lloyd have decent inbounds plays? That's literally my only complaint. Why?
You should go to a presser and ask.
I don't understand. I don't want to go presser. Why, man, everybody loves 2 p.m. Yeah, keep going. If you prefer 2 p.m. or 10:30, put it in the comments. I don't understand why. I don't really understand why this is such an issue. Every inbounds plays feels like we're fighting a shark in the Himalayas or something. Why is that
I don't know.
You agree with me?
I think a lot of times Arizona makes it more difficult than it has to be.
Do they actually practice it, or because I've asked you multiple times and you said I'd be stunned if they actually put time into that.
I mean, I don't know. Ask someone.
Yeah. Okay. 10 p.m. All right, dude. All right. I don't know. It annoys me. I don't understand why it's such an issue, but it's going to it's a shark in the Himalayas. Yeah. Did I say a shark in the Himalayas?
Probably.
I thought I said like something in the sea. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. Yeah. So I don't really worry about none of that other stuff worries me. I just don't understand why that is such an issue. Now, let's look around the Big 12 here a little bit. Iowa State is good. Iowa State is very good. I was telling Shear all off season that he was really underrating Iowa State. He wasn't listening to me. I said the foreigner from Wisconsin is going to kill it this year. Shear, take your L.
I think he just made literally everything in that statement up.
Not the foreigner from Wisconsin part.
Yeah.
I've always been big on the foreigner from Wisconsin, but they're awesome though. That's the Big 12 is just fantastic.
I love the Big 12. It's awesome.
Yeah.
What's funny is Ken Palm still doesn't have it as the best team in the country, and it's just stupid. Although they did move up to number 2.
Oh, he moved them ahead of the SEC?
No, ahead of the Big 10. SEC is number 1.
SEC ahead of them?
Well, and here's why. Vanderbilt is on a statistical tear right now. So Vanderbilt, Bama, the computer still like Florida, Tennessee. There's no like bad teams in the Big 12.
You mean the SEC?
The SEC, statistically speaking.
All right, I'm going to say
again, statistically speaking, there's a few that like Utah's terrible.
Wait a second. Is Ken Palm on Blue Sea? Is that where he does?
Yeah.
He's not on Twitter. He's just on Blue Sea.
Yeah.
It's always an interesting business decision for me, but okay, whatever. But that also is something. Remember how last year everybody was talking about the historic out of conference slate that the SEC had? Arizona, I mean, you look at the Big 12 this year. Arizona has beaten Florida, has beaten Auburn, has beaten UConn, and has beaten UCLA. ASU has even beaten 2 SEC teams this year. You look at Iowa State; they just beat the snot out of Purdue. You look at, I don't know.
Purdue's not in the SEC.
What's that? I mean, yeah, but it's still a really, really good team, is what I'm saying. I wasn't even talking about that. And then you've got, I was going to say BYU hasn't. Has BYU beaten anybody good? No, I don't think so. No, all right. We got Les Austin Jr. Okay,
Big Wisconsin.
Big 10, Les. The Big 10 is literally the crummiest basketball conference going by a mile. Every single year, they get 95 teams in. And guess what? The last time that they won a championship was in 1999. 1999. Les, that is a terror. It is a bad basketball conference. The other thing as well is when you look around the MNBA and you look at all the best players, hardly any of them are from the Big 10 because it's all slow plotters. Get out of here with that stuff. That is not remotely accurate. Big 10 basketball. It's cold soup basketball to the extreme, and there's a reason they haven't won anything since 1999.
Yes.
Okay. I just I hope he's kidding, but I don't think he was. That's the problem. I don't think he was kidding, Sheer.
He wasn't kidding.
Oh gosh, man.
I don't think anyone's kidding. I think what happens is people say stupid stuff and then they say, I'm kidding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just terrible. Yes. Hey, Les Austin. I got another one for you. Arizona won its last national championship 2 years before the entire conference of the Big Ten won one. 1999. When a conference goes that long without winning, they stink. Boom. Okay. Now, all right, we're going to get to the college football playoffs here in just a second. But Sheer, this Arizona team, we're locked and loaded. What's the deal with Caleb Holt, though? Do we have anything new on him?
Nope. He's deciding when he wants to.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. All right. Now, we're going to get back to the I want to talk, real quick. Jaden Bradley and Feline. These are two of the four best guards in the entire point guards in the entire country. This is going to be the best point guard that Bradley goes against all year, and it's going to be the best point guard that Feline goes against all year. That's going to be a fun match.
We just appreciate some of these matchups, and I know you don't awesome. Like Boogie, right? Like Donovan Dent, what's Silas Demery at UConn, Pettiford at Auburn. I know you don't like him, but Boogie Fland and Xavier Lee, like now he's going against Feline. Feline's good. We had an argument. You told me that you thought Feline had a huge advantage over Jaden Bradley.
I know. I did not say that.
You said, I'm thinking of making it even. And you said, quote, why would you do that? Feline will kill this dude.
No, I did not say that. You're the one that
literally what you said.
You're the one that did not want to start Bonds, or they never wanted to start Bradley here. Get out of here, man.
No. You said, and I quote,
No, this is all garbage.
Feline is my favorite cat in the nation.
Right.
By the way, I didn't tell you this. Koa Pete has entered the top 10 for a Ken Pop Player of the Year.
Oh, interesting. I should send that. I should tweet that at Josh Cox. Here, actually send that to me. I will tweet that at Josh Cox. Okay. Now, all right. So either way, they're very, very good. All right. Now, I want to talk about college football playoffs.
I think what you said actually, though.
No, because remember what I did was I tried to trick.
No. I'm not talking about that. Is Feline the best point guard
that Jaden will face this year?
All year?
Yeah, for sure.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Who else are they playing?
Darren Peterson.
Well, he's not going to play.
You don't think he plays?
Load management, man. He already got hurt.
At that time of the year, you might be right, actually.
Yeah, he doesn't count. Okay. Now, but yeah, Feline's really good. Okay, now let me ask you this.
I'm ready.
I want to get back to the college football playoffs. The Notre Dame stuff is weak. I totally get that. But the weaker thing by a mile is Alabama getting into the college football playoffs. At what point do we just say, all right, the SEC, you automatically get 5 teams in no matter what? It's garbage. Alabama got annihilated by Georgia. They also lost to a terrible Florida State team. They have another loss as well. Sure. If we're just going to put in the 3, I know that it's kind of a running joke, but the SEC bias is completely ruining college football. The fact that we were talking about it and we're like, everybody knows Alabama shouldn't be in, but but they're going to get in. I don't, I don't get it, man. Well, I mean, I do get it, but it really is nauseating.
Yeah. It's,
and then the other thing too, we have to hear about the strength of schedule, like Big 12 Bobby's saying. Texas A&M, for example. Texas A&M beat one good team all season. They literally did not play anybody. So all these wins that are fake good wins, we have to pretend that Missouri's good. We have to pretend all these other teams.
At the end of the day, I agree with you about Alabama. I do. But you are of the belief that there's only 3 good teams in all college.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, like, look at A&M's record. They played one ranked. They beat.
What are they supposed to do?
Agreed. I get that. But I can say.
Do you think Texas A&M is good?
No, of course they're good. But I could say the same thing about why are they ahead of BYU? Why are they ahead of BYU before BYU even played in the conference championship?
Here's the issue. Your issue isn't with this or that. The issue is that for 3-4 Tuesdays before they announce it, they give us a BS ranking system.
Yes.
Get rid of it. Get rid of the show. Treat it like March Madness. If you want, have one show in the middle of the year and then don't give us another show. Because no one would be having these arguments if there was the one show after the season ended. Why, if you have BYU and BYU loses in their conference title game, are they out? But Alabama gets blown out in their conference title game, and they only move one spot.
And they moved down one spot. What is the, yes, exactly. What is the,
But if the show doesn't exist, no one cares.
Well, right. But I think that's the part that just annoys the heck out of me. Yes, there is no reason for Alabama to be in there. I'm sorry, there's just not.
A&M's best win is Notre Dame by 1 point. But
Okay.
Notre Dame is out.
Right.
Right? Notre Dame's best win is who? Like, I don't see this. Like, Notre Dame shouldn't be in. Their best win was USC. They lost to Miami. They lost to A&M. The only other ranked win they had was USC. So why are they in? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
I agree with it. I want
to know who should be in? Miami and BYU. But the problem is, because I think so too, Mike. The problem is we can go back. What's BYU's best win? You could do this with everyone. BYU's best win is Utah. They got blown out by Texas Tech twice.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. They beat Arizona. Their best 2 wins. Seriously, their best 2 wins, Mike, are probably at Arizona and home against Utah.
But here's the difference, and I'm going to keep coming back to this, though. Yes, they have 2 losses to Texas Tech. Texas Tech's awesome. We all agree.
Bad losses, blown out.
Agreed. Alabama lost to Florida State by 2 touchdowns.
I agree, but see where I'm going with this is, even if you go to 24 teams, there's always going to be an argument between 24 and 25.
You have to cap the conference level.
It's like the BS with March Madness. We're at 68. Now they want to go to 100 and whatever. Agreed. And then we argue about teams that don't deserve to be in because they don't deserve to be in. Like BYU doesn't deserve to be in. I love BYU. They didn't beat anyone.
Well, they beat, but they
also
Arizona, but and Utah. Those are 2
okay.
Teams. I'm just saying that when I look at
Alabama deserved to make it in over BYU.
No.
Why?
Because they have 3 losses and they lost to Florida State.
Alabama beat Georgia at Georgia.
Okay, there's 1.
Beat Vanderbilt.
Cool.
Beat one and I'm not a big Missouri fan.
Missouri sucks. Miss me with Missouri.
Okay, but the win at Missouri is just as good, if not better, than any win that BYU has.
No, it's not. Is Missouri ranked?
Okay, fine. So what even comes close to beating Georgia at Georgia?
Again, the thing that I keep coming back to is they lost to Florida State. They have 3 losses.
BYU has 2.
Well, again, did they lose to a crappy team? They only lost to 2. Only 2 losses to against.
Blown out though. Blown out. They only beat, but and this is another argument, right?
Florida.
What do we weigh more? What do we weigh more, Mike? Do we weigh the bad losses or the good wins more? Because we can agree. Alabama's best win is by far better than BYU's best.
Florida State got blown out. Florida State blew out Alabama. If you want to play that game,
I'm saying that's a game. No, I'm kind of agreeing. That's a game that we could keep playing, is what I'm saying.
Right. -3 rushing yards in a game, and they didn't drop at all. It's just. I don't know what.
The real issue is the show.
Yeah, but we have to cap this crap, though, because here's what's going to happen. If they put in 16 teams, now we're just going to hear that you have to put in 8 SEC teams because.
Okay, so let's say you cap it. So you want more G5 teams in the playoff?
No, I don't want more G5 teams in the playoff. You can have 2 and leave it at that. I don't want any more of those.
No matter what happens,
right?
4 SEC, 4 Big 12.
No, I have no problem with putting more SEC teams and more Big 10 teams, and that's not my problem. They're better conferences. I'm not disputing that. My problem is that we just have to pretend that every SEC team is awesome, and that therefore the win against Missouri is something that is good. And it's like I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And then you got people like Kobe that buy into all this crap, that literally believe everything that they say about the SEC. You literally have people in there that are. Kobe is a smart guy. We love Kobe a great deal on this show. Kobe spent an entire day saying that Mississippi State would annihilate Utah and BYU. You have a lot of people out there that believe that garbage because it means more or something. I don't know. It's just very annoying to me.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right. So Notre Dame, though, this is weak. Yeah, taking your ball and going home is, I think that's just weak.
It's stupid. It is weak. It sucks for the freshmen. I don't like it at all.
I also don't understand. I don't understand either. Why is this even a thing? Why is this why is this even a thing that you say, yeah, you know what? We didn't get what we wanted, so we're just not going to play
because
anymore.
they don't have a conference to punish them.
Well, did you see what somebody had a great meme out there where they said, somebody had a great meme out there where it said, what is that thing that they always tap on Notre Dame or whatever? The thing about,
I saw that.
Yeah. Something like that. And it's like, yeah, if you don't get what you want, just go home. Yeah. I don't really get it, but, yeah. All right. Everybody seems to want 2:00. Maybe we'll move to 2:00. Who knows? Yeah.
If we move to 2, I got to discuss it with Aurora because she gets out of school at 3.
All right, cool. All right. Maybe we'll do all right, we'll figure it out. Okay. So that's, that just annoys the heck out of me. About Pehoff, I kind of like them. They should genuinely punish them for next year's consideration. I think that's just, you find out a lot about people when they don't get what they want exactly. And I just made this entire case that that Alabama should not be in. But at the same time, Notre Dame, you played 2 good teams. You lost to them. You beat USC. That's cool. Like, they're sitting here and they're making it out like they have 1 loss or something.
Yeah. I just think it's the reality is that, like, no matter what you do, even if you extend this damn thing to 24 teams, right? It's because TV needs those talking points. Someone's going to feel left out or whatever.
Right.
Just the way it is.
Right. The other thing, here's another thing too that Kobe L. Thiel, I'm sure, is falling for, that Kirk Herbstreit. You know, I have no problem. I want to say this. I have no problem with men crying. No, it is what it is. You know, a lot of people, Ben cries all the time. We've seen it a million times. I have no problem with people crying. I have a problem, though, with people like Kirk Herbstreit, though, that cry to try to deflect negativity or blame off of them and talk about how much they mean it. I don't know if you saw this or not, but there was a clip that's going back and forth, and I think Herbstreit was in it. And he was talking about how they said, well, Ole Miss is not the same team as they were all season because they don't have their coach. And then he said, well, you can't punish what you don't know. We have no clue what the other coach is like. You just have to go with what you see on the field. That's why you have to have Texas A&M. Fair enough. They literally showed him saying about Florida State 2 years ago that you have to judge on who you lost and that this is not the same team. That is my biggest problem. So you're going to get people like Kobe that are buying it. They're like, oh, yeah. Great point. You guys got to judge on what you see on the field. But then 2 years earlier, when it's a non-SEC team, he's saying about, well, you got to take this into heavy account because it's not the same team anymore.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's crap. I think that's my biggest issue with all of this, is that it's just such phony baloney that, okay, so Kiffin, and that to me, like, they showed the clip next to each other with Herbstreit, and then Herbstreit starts crying with the Florida State one, where he goes, I take this really seriously, and a lot of people are just reaching out and being mean to me. They're just being mean. Okay, that's different though. It's your coach. You have no clue if this new guy can coach or if he's terrible. You have absolutely no idea. So that's where I'm at.
To me, that's your pun. And I agree with you, but I wouldn't have hurt Ole Miss. It's not their fault. Their head coach left.
But again, you can't sit there and then say that.
I know, lack of consistency.
Yeah, it's just a lack of consistency. It's absolutely picking and choosing as to who you want to go with. So that's my biggest concern, my biggest complaint. Yeah, and the coach's coach, Kobe. I'm going to put this. I'll put it to you like this. Anthony Gimino always says we're going to give Gimino credit for one more thing and no more credit for him. He says that the biggest difference in all of college football is a coach. You look at this in Alabama. Kids this age don't know. When I grew up, Alabama sucked. They were a terrible football program. A lot of these teams suck. Nick Saban comes in, and guess what? They get a lot better. It is all about the coach. The coach is the most important person on the entire team by a mile. And that just is what it is. It is what it is. That's what I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. Now, all right, let's get a couple reads in here. Then we're going to get to Arizona, baby. Back Arizona. Yeah, look at Indiana. Indiana's a perfect example. Great call. Okay. Georgia sucked for a long time too. Any of these people that think that the coaching isn't easily the most important thing just don't understand anything. Okay. But one thing that we do understand though is Green Valley Decorative Rock. Sheer, these people are all on retreat. I don't even see them anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could beat them into submission.
I don't see him anymore. Do you think that maybe the fact that you threatened to run one off the road has them
whatever it takes for my sponsors, whatever it takes,
basically having them on the run saying, man, I don't want to mess with these guys. Yeah. All right. But Green Valley Decorative Rock, welcome to the Rock. I love how you pick the mic up, though. It's great. USC is another great example, Andy Bryant. USC sucked, got Pete great. Pete left. They sucked again. Yes, exactly. All right. Either way, 2 convenient locations, 50-plus locally sourced landscaping materials, serving residents and contractors. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, West of Miranda. Sheer takes such pride in that. I love how you bring the camera or the microphone even.
Yeah, we're not messing around here. We're not messing around.
Yes, exactly. All right. So check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock. UGS Guppy says, what are you dorks doing? We do this every show. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Yeah. That's what we think of you. Back the rock, baby. Back the rock. Okay. Man. Longview. Shearer? Andre Veras.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be straightforward here. I think Longview is important. I would call them at 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast. But if you think that we're endorsing this dude, you got another thing coming. It's not happening.
You can get the heck out of Dodge if you think we're endorsing him. We will never endorse him. No matter what AI says, we will not do it. But we will highly recommend Andre Veras. 520-325-3456. Get in there and he can help you out with stuff. But again, it is going to be that is a highly recommended situation. It is not an endorsement. Okay. Boom. Check it out. What the heck? All right, yeah, not just a football school. AZ12 podcast, baby. Get these shirts. AZ12-podcast-shop, period, fourthwall.com. Again, Dick Wilson. Mike will never endorse Andre Veras. Absolutely right there. Absolutely right. Hey, I don't know, honestly, with the group of 5 stuff, it's a fair point. I know it when I see it. I would not put Tulane and I would not put James Madison in.
So you would get rid of the G5 agreements completely.
I would
and kill them all.
You know what it is?
You're killing them.
I think I know. I get it. No, I understand that. Because I think they have to accomplish something.
The problem I have this year is that you put 2 in, right?
Right.
That's the issue. I think give me one of them. Don't give me 2.
You could have one, and if there's a special case, you can have 2. Otherwise, get the heck at it.
I got another hot question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
So this is something that's gaining steam, and I think we could be moving there eventually. You make a bowl game, and then you play it as your week 0 game next season.
I like it.
Because that no one's sitting that out.
That's a great. I like that.
A bunch of people have
There's no way.
A bunch of people have been discussing it. Rick Neuheisel, who wants the Wazoo job, by the way.
Why does he want the Wazoo job?
And then Jerry would be coach in waiting, which is just awful. Good luck with that. But yeah, that's the discussion. Is that move bowl games to the preseason next year?
Interesting. All right. I don't hate that one. That's
You're
kind of
punishing. You're punishing seniors at that point.
Right. That would be the argument, is that the seniors that were on the team wouldn't get to play in the bowl.
Yeah, that's interesting. I got to think about that for a second. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, let me think about that for a minute. Well, not that they care. Yeah, I'm the test case right here. Okay. Now, Arizona, though. Let me ask you this. Arizona. Obviously, a lot of stuff has to happen. But if Noah Fafita plays well, he comes back next year, And Arizona, like I said, Arizona's going to be a pretty hyped, I think, Sheer. I think there's going to be some hype around Arizona.
As well, there should be. Now, the schedule is hard, but as well, there should be. I'm excited.
Am I wrong on what I say about Brent Brennan, that I need to just see it one more year, and I don't need greatness, but I need to see 6 or 7, or if I should get 7 wins, I'm in.
No, I don't think you're wrong.
But now I'm getting people that literally 2 months ago were telling me that we need to fire him. And Mike, how can you not just say that he's the guy? I need to see it one more year. Yes, Dennis Walsh puts it very, very well. You need to see it one more year, because as Dennis Walsh also said, I'm also old enough to remember last year. You do it next year, you get 7 wins, I'm totally in. 7 wins, I'm in. Because things are obviously going right they're going in the right direction, but I need to see it one more year. I don't think that that's anything outlandish.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything outlandish whatsoever. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. Gustav. Oh, Gustav. Watch it, Mike. I am a James Madison fan. My son graduates in May. Where is James Madison? In Virginia?
No. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Whoa. It is.
Yes. I feel like, what was that guy's name? The Juan Carlos guy that went like this in the Olympics. I feel like him right now. What was his name? You know what I'm talking about?
No,
it was like Juan Carlos or something. I'm pretty sure.
I could tell you probably was it Juan Carlos.
Yeah, it was Juan Carlos.
I think it was John Carlos.
Oh, John Carlos. Yeah, same guy.
Yes, it's John Carlos.
Juan. But yes, he went like that. That's what I feel like I'm doing right there. 1968.
Yeah, you just compared yourself to you got the location of James Madison to racial injustice. I like the comparison.
Yeah, I know.
One of the same. I
was gonna say. Okay, yeah, and they're the Golden Wombats. Is that what they are? The mascot?
James Madison is the Generals or something.
The Golden Generals.
The dogs. They're bulldogs.
Golden dogs.
Yeah,
all right,
golden dogs.
Steve Hernandez says that he needs to have 9 wins minimum next year. No, I don't go that far at all. I've watched Arizona football my whole life. I just need to give me 7 wins. It's a tough schedule next year. Heck, depending on how they play with the schedule, if you get 6, but it looks good, I'll be fine with that. 9 wins to me.
What are we doing?
9 wins to me is So
I think every time an Arizona team doesn't win 9 games.
Yeah, that to me is silly. But 7 wins, I'm all in at that point. 7 wins, 7 in competitive. I totally agree with that. I think, and 6, honestly, 6 depending, because their schedule, they play everybody next year. They play Tech, they play Utah, they play BYU. You win, you look good, and it's certainly headed in that direction. But if you fall on your face again, then we're having a real question as well. So
I just want to have fun. I just want.
Who doesn't want to have fun?
That's my goal for keeping coaches.
Yeah, it's really that simple.
Am I having fun?
Right, but again, the thing about it, though, 2 good things can't happen back to back for U of A football. It's never happened in my life. But 7 wins, and competitive, like Dennis said, just be competitive. That. I said before the season that this year would be a success if they won 6 games and I was not bored. Mission accomplished by a mile.
Yep.
I still have many of the same templates. I cannot be bored. I cannot put up with being bored when I watch football. It just can't happen. Not going to do it. But if, like I said, if you're competitive, boom, check it out. All right. Now, man, I was on my soapbox today, baby.
USA. USA.
Yeah, back the A, baby. Back the U. Yeah. Okay. Skier, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Right. All right. Andy Bryant actually puts it very, very well. 9 wins next year. 9 wins next year. Lifetime contract. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, put the time change on a Twitter poll, please. Vegas Falcon 17. We will put that out this afternoon. Somebody remind me. I'm going to put that out. Now, are the expectations the same if we lose Daggy or Gonzalez? I don't expect to lose Daggy or Gonzalez. I think that's next. I think that's something you worry about next.
I would be patient with that. I do not think they lose them. I'm saying that for a reason. Don't press me on any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Will you be able to clarify some possible misconceptions?
Sure.
But when the time comes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what that means, but whatever you want.
Yeah, I know about somebody that erroneously reported something.
Oh, no, I can do that right now.
Yeah, say it. Just go ahead.
Greg Hansen reported that Danny Gonzalez got a raise from 600 to 900. That is incorrect. It was in his original contract. It was just kind of hey, in year 2, you'll make 900. It's not an actual raise from his first contract. So it's kind of incorrect, basically.
Well, I was going to say, so Greg not actually checking the facts, very, very interesting. So, yeah, that does not surprise me in the least. So, on that note, though, we'll be back with you tomorrow at 10. We'll be putting that poll out as well. Everybody, to ask Bruce Pasco. Actually, don't ask Bruce Pasco. We like Bruce. On that note, though. For Jason Shear, I'm merely Mike Luke. Oh, let's get the super snaps in. Got to read the super snaps again, Cody. Super snaps, baby. Let's see. Super snaps. Okay. Now, Steve Hernandez, $2. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Very much appreciate you, Steve. Very much appreciate you. All right. Now, Jesse Bridges. I can't stop thinking about Jesse Bridges. Should I start Omari and Hampton or Kamani Vidal? Kamani Vidal sounds like a Bangladeshi.
Sounds like a perfume.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Kamani Vidal.
Yeah, Kamani Vidal. Tonight with my fantasy playoffs. Go with Hampton, baby. Back the Hamp. Okay. I don't know if that makes any sense. All right, Vegas Falcon, $10. Put the time change as a Twitter poll, please. You got it. We're going to put that out there later. Now, Champy, TO6TKO. Pisses me off how the East Coast downplays Arizona as a premier program. If I'm a top prospect, this is one I want to play for. That's because you are a smart man. You are smart, and we very much appreciate the kind of gesture, my friend. Okay. We will be back with you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You guys are all great. We very much appreciate it. We went an hour and a half for you. Nice try, Joseph. Nice try. On that note, though, we will be back with you tomorrow. Oh, Dennis, send me that. No, send me that. Oh, no.
What?
Amber was shouting out T-Mac. Was this at Starbucks or was this on social during self-care? Yeah, message me. We'll have to hear about that. Okay. All right. On that note, though, for Jason, no, it's 3:29, Joseph. Nice try. Yeah. Okay. On that night, we will be back with you tomorrow. The East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Death Row. Y'all
ain't got no love for us.
Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known that we know where we at. East Coast of the house. I like when Puffy goes up there and he's clearly scared and he says, I'm the executive producer that was talked about earlier. And contrary, I have nothing but good things to say.
Man, you ain't got no love for Death Row.
Yeah. You know what's so funny about that whole situation? They're talking about how crazy mean Puffy was, and he seriously was terrified beyond belief of Suge Knight.
He's like, terrified too after that.
It's just funny that he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna put up with any of this. I'm gonna go hit a woman instead. Loser. Yeah, okay. But East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Death Row. Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then. We know where we at. East Coast and
all right, okay.
All right, man. TTA, we went to an hour and a half right there. TTFN, take that, Joseph. Bye. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Oh, by the way, presented by Little Caesars. I apologize. Code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni and cheese pizza, crazy combo, and 2-liter for $10.99 or code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. Get Little Caesars, my friend. Y'all are great. Any artist out there that want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the records, dancing.
On the AZ12.
All right, talk to you tomorrow. TTFN.
AZ12.
Yeah.